The modern relationship problem no one talks about. Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller, and you don't need me to tell you that modern relationships have a problem, not a small problem, a structural one. We are trying to run two completely different relationship systems at the same time, ancient instincts inside a modern world, and that creates confusion. For thousands of years, relationships operated under fairly clear structures. Men were expected to provide and protect. Women were expected to nurture and stabilize the home. You can debate whether that system was good or bad, but one thing is undeniable. It was simple. Roles were clear. Expectations were clear. Modern society changed all of that. Women gained economic independence, careers expanded, gender roles blurred, and a new ideal emerged. The shared path relationship, two equal partners, sharing responsibilities, sharing decisions, sharing power. Intellectually, almost everyone today says this is what they want. But here's the problem. Pulling it off requires two unusually mature people. Strong communication, emotional regulation, self-awareness, negotiation skills, and most couples in their 20s are still figuring out who they are. In reality, most long-term relationships tend to fall into three basic archetypes: the shared path, two partners building life together as equals, flexible roles, shared leadership, the protector-nurturer. One partner leans more toward providing and protecting, the other toward stabilizing and nurturing. This dynamic has existed for most of human history, the co-creator. Two people working together to build something larger than themselves. A mission, a business, a shared vision. This model's powerful, but comparatively rare, and the most unstable. Here's the problem. Most couples never consciously choose a model. They just fall in love and assume everything will work itself out. But when two people are operating under different assumptions, conflict is inevitable. One partner expects equality. The other expects leadership. One expects independence. The other expects security. And suddenly, both people feel like the other person is violating the relationship. But the truth is, the agreement was never actually defined.
There's another complication. Modern relationships now carry more expectations than any relationship structure in human history. Partners are expected to be best friends, therapists, financial partners, adventure companions, life coaches, emotional anchors, and romantic partners all at the same time. One person is expected to fulfill roles that used to be distributed across an entire community. Friends, family, neighbors, tradespeople, mentors. Now all of that pressure lands on one relationship, and people wonder why couples feel overwhelmed. Here's something interesting sociologists have noticed. Long-lasting marriages rarely stay locked in one relationship model forever. They adapt. Early in life, couples often function more like shared path partners. Later, when children arrive, many shift toward a protector/nurturer dynamic. And later still, some evolve toward a co-creator partnership, building projects or meaning together. They may never use those words, but they instinctively change gears as life changes.
The instability you feel in modern relationships isn't caused by roles changing. It's caused by role confusion, when both partners expect leadership, when neither partner wants responsibility, when one expects equality and the other expects traditional structure. That's when friction begins. Not because the relationship model is wrong, but because the two people are operating under different assumptions. The truth is, relationships are not rigid contracts. They're adaptive systems. They survive not by staying frozen in one model forever, but by adjusting roles while maintaining something far more important: trust, respect, shared purpose, and a willingness to keep building a life together, even as the structure evolves. Because the real secret of long-lasting relationships isn't perfection. It's alignment. Most couples don't fail because they choose the wrong person. They fail because they never defined the relationship they were building.